Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Megaman Battle Network Operate Star Force. In the last one we beat up Bomb Man and then just did a shitload of exploring, and now we're in the final internet area of the game. A final trial awaits a true hero. If that's you, then you'll find out what it is soon enough. What that particular Navi is talking about is sort of the final challenges of the game are all here. UnderNet 12 is the furthest internet area in the game, and it has the final set and the hardest set of viruses, as well as some of the hardest battleships to get in the game. And we have 3 new viruses in one battle here. We got the Satella 3, which has 300 HP and 160 damage. Can drop the Lock-On 3 chip upon being defeated, in which case it'll drop that, I believe, starting from rank 5. We got Gaia 3s, who drop the respective Gaia 3 chip, starting from rank 7, I believe, here in Operate Star Force. Rank 8 in the other versions. They have 300 HP, do 400 damage. And then we got Ratty 3s, who have 100 HP but do 100 damage. And they, of course, drop the Raton 3 chip, which they start dropping, I believe, from rank 5. By and large, a lot of battleships you're going to want to get here are for trades, too, outside of just you completing the actual library. I believe you're going to want at least a Raton 3-0, a Gaia 3 something or other. Chips you'll get while grinding along here, potentially trying to get a different battleship especially. With that said, this area is also the best area in the game for Zenny grinding, because the green mystery data that randomly spawn around here will very regularly contain boss level Zenny drops between 3 to 5,000 plus Zenny. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. And here we have, I think, technically the last new virus in the game that we can see chronologically speaking in terms of enemy lists. This is the Megaman 3. 300 HP, does 240 damage, and it'll drop the Wood Aura chip, supposedly, upon defeat. I say supposedly, because you need to get an 8 or above busting rank to get it. But even then, at highest rank, S rank, you could potentially get 600 Zenny. And the thing is, I forget if I mentioned this, the way at least Battle Network 1 from memory works when it comes to its enemy drops is that at the start of the battle, it selects one of the enemies that spawn in that battle for you to get a drop from. And since very often Megaman 3 show up with 1 to 2 allies, your chances aren't exactly the best. Not to mention, in some cases, the way you need to get an S rank, since you need to delete 2 or more viruses at once, is damn near frame perfect without getting hit. It's ridiculous. There's ways to manipulate it that people do. I'd recommend for Wood Aura just doing the chip trade you could do with that guy over in the restaurant near the power plant. In fact, I forget about that trade for a good while, and thus don't exactly get it the way ye... Well, no, I get it the way ye... I get it through the trade, but I take a while to get to that. Rather. More on that when we get to the post-game and the terror that it wrought upon my soul. Now, you're going to want to jack in and out to come to this area a lot to get Zenny, especially because the last purchases in the game from the net shop in UnderNet 11 just gets absolutely ridiculous in terms of its pricing. From memory, that shop, the final HP memory costs 40,000, and the power-up it sells costs 100,000. I think all in all, at one point later on, I end up grinding over... Oh, there was a 20k one. I forgot about that. Holy shit. Yeah, like I said, this is the best place to get Zenny in the game. Although, I think there was a Zenny thing they fixed in Operate Star Force. I think in UnderNet 10, there was a bug in the original GBA version where you could get 10k Zennies from a mystery data that randomly spawns around there. But instead now it's just paltry amounts because it's meant to distract you from the fact that you're supposed to get out of that area as quickly as you can, really. With that said, at this point in the game, because we've beaten Bomb Man, before we get on with plot, Sharkman 3 as well as a couple of other V3 bosses have spawned, so we're going to go out of our way to get some of those chips. If you can get Sharkman 3 especially, it'll be your best friend when it comes to chip grinding in post-game / right now if you want to do that right now. So make sure you get as many of those as you can. I would recommend at least... Well, in Operate Star Force, you're forced to only have one of those in your folder at a time, just due to the folder changes. But if you're playing the original game, get at least like 2 or 3. It's ridiculously good. No, 70 chips remain. We're getting to the point where there's less than 70, which would mean I'm in the 60s, but no. For now, though, let's finally go and talk to Dad, because we've been holding that on long enough, I feel. As I almost tried to enter the waterworks because I forgot where I was for a second. Even past me is an idiot. Current me is as well, but in different ways, because I forget how to speak. Is he here? And he is! Oh, Lamb. Hey, Dad, you got a minute? Of course. Cool. Sorry I've been away so much. So, how are you? Did you talk to Chod? Talk to that jerk? Did you have a fight? He can be hard to deal with. Well, anyway, check this out! Lan, where did you get this? I got it with Megaman. But we can't get through the network. I see. Well, with this, I'm sure we can find the World 3 labs. Are you sure? Sure, should be no problem using our technology here. This may help us stop the war. Of course, I'll have to tell Chod about this. That okay? I guess. Could you tell me the location too? No. Why not? I'm the one who defeated World 3. And with the Megaman program that you created. Please, let us help finish the job. Lan. Finish the job? Okay, I give in, but one condition. World 3's attacks will likely start coming even harder. Mega Man could be deleted and your actions could trigger the war. Can you take that responsibility? Yeah! Okay, I'll send you the location when we find it. Thanks, Dad. I'll send you mail with the location. Go practice net battling. Now we just have to wait for Dad's mail. Wanna head home? Man, our dad really just let us get involved in a potential worldwide catastrophe just at the snap of a finger, didn't he? I would say Dad of the Year. But I can't even be sarcastic about that. That's just funny. Hi, Mom. Going off to war. Don't mind me. And with this, we finally, truly begin the endgame scenario. Our address. It looks like the Psi Lab has got it. Our secret lab will be discovered in no time. No matter. Because I've already made the life virus. Now we can delete. You mean the endgame is about to begin? Oh, of course. The final battle at last. Yahoot, come with me. As you command, so shall it be done. Lan, you've got mail. Is it from Dad? It is! I found the site of the World 3 lab deep in the mountains. But there's no roads or railways and no airport either. And it would take too long to walk there, I'd reckon. But World 3 agents are getting into Den City somehow. Lan, look on TV, it's awful! I'm pleased to announce that the World 3 Master Plan is entering the final phase. Our next targets are this country's military satellites. We will be launching a hacking rocket from our World 3 labs. Once we have control, the endgame begins. Lan, we've got to get to the World 3 labs. Right on. Let's go. Lan, where are you going at a time like this? Don't mind me, Mom. I'm just gonna go save the world. Don't mind me. I'm also 9. More mail? Aura continued. More information on the Aura virus. Seems like the Aura always uses a type of energy. The one I met was fire, so I hit it with Aqua Tower. This seemed to be an effective way to fight them. Again, the auras that the Megalians have are elemental and will take more damage and not be instantly dissipated by something of the opposite element. And hi, Chod. Maybe we should ask that ex-member where the World 3 lab is? I mean, yeah, we probably should talk to Higsby. But first, Chod, I shouldn't be taking time from my busy schedule now. But it looks like you need to learn a lesson. At this point in the game, Proto Man V3 has become available. And hey, I'm not going to say no to a potential drop of a Proto Man 2 or 3 chip. With that said, it's a V3 fight. I've said it before, I've said it again. Damage increases, HP increases. Pattern doesn't really change too much. I feel like that's why in later games they start getting a little more ridiculous with the bosses, because they get to actually add more and more different attacks to them to at least make the different forms feel more diverse. But here in Battle Network 1, that doesn't exist. And my folder isn't good enough to get a lot of V3s from some of the more higher level navies at this point. That's partially because Proto Man takes a while due to the counterattack strategy, admittedly. And with Sharkman, it's just because, well, he's Sharkman. And takes a while unless you use very specific strategies or get lucky. Hey, Higsby! Where you at while I gamble on your chip trader? I should note, I didn't mention it when I first used the chip trader, but something I like to do if I ever need to use this is I put the amount of chips I have down of any given chip down to 3, because I wouldn't usually have more than 3 of a given chip in my folder anyway, in most instances, especially if it's not one I already have in there. So I just get down to 3, and from there, see what I get. Usually, I just get trash, though. And, Higsby, where you at, man? There's something by the register. World 3 pass. A Metro Line pass. World 3 and the Metro Line. Something fishy's going on here. The pass is expired. I'll bet Higsby was using it for the World 3. Well, it's a Metro Line pass, so I guess let's go check the main Metro Line? See if they know anything about this. World 3 pass. You can't use that here. Odd. The conductor told me something interesting. He said that he can sometimes hear another train even though no train's passing him. Could there be another train line running nearby? Oh, and hey, panel out 3. I think that's the only way you can get this, so you know what? I'll take that. Well, we know there's now another train somehow, but where the hell is it? How you're supposed to figure out where it is besides just random searching, I don't know, but the bottom line is we have to head to the school. What was that noise? It came from below us. I wonder. The Mystery Metro Line? Maybe there's an entrance around here somewhere. When in doubt, check behind things that look like you can go behind. There's a door in the statue base. I think I can hear something. That sound is getting closer. Land, it's the Metro Line. Let's open the door. Lan? I wonder what he's doing. A staircase. Let's go inside. All right. Hey, Lan, wait up! He's gone. Huh? Did you just hear Mail's voice? Huh? I think you're hearing things. Hey, we found it! This sure does look like the World 3's secret Metro Line! We can get to the lab from here! Yeah, but our pass is out of date, Lan. Let's give it a try anyway. Nope, no good. Maybe we should ask your dad. Intruder alert. Leave the premises at once. Leave. No! Let's get out of here quick. Well, I think you can probably figure out where we have to go from here. We have to go to Dad, but first come over here for another chip trade. With that panel out 3 we just got, we can trade for the Buster Bomb chip, the only one of them in the game. The Buster X chips like this are interesting, and what they do is for, I think, 1 custom gauge turn, until you hit the button, your Buster gets replaced with the battle chip that it's based off of. There's ones for swords, I think there's one for bomb, one for guard, and I think there might be a 4th one I'm forgetting about. They're cool, but they're not useful. More aura stuff. I met one of the aura viruses too. Mine was wood and it ignored any damage less than 80. I used a fire sword to delete it, but man are they tough. They made an aura without an elemental affinity. It wouldn't have any weaknesses. A true life aura. I'm sure they're not bringing that up for any reason. Looks around nervously. It's times like this I really wish they made the reverse of this area. With that said, at this point, I actively do want to head back down towards here, because I think at this point in the game, another chip trade has spawned here on this side of the waterworks, because the man up here to the left past me, go the opposite direction, has a trade for us to do. You could tell I didn't remember where he actually was. I know that I don't look like one, but I'm an official battler. There's a few chips that I'm looking for. Woodman 3W, Skullman 3D, and Sharkman 3S, Drop Down B, and Iron Body C. If you give those tips to me, I'll give you a top secret one. What do you say? Now that is a whole lot of work to do there, because that's a lot of S codes, or that's a lot of S ranks potentially there, and some admittedly harder to get codes of chips from the final UnderNet area, and Drop Down B's pure existence, might I add. More on that later. But trust me, in a lot of ways, that is actually a pretty worthwhile trade for a really good program advance. So we're going to want to do that eventually. For now, though, we got to go talk with Dad. Or wait, actually, no, I don't yet. I want to head down to the power plant, now that I think about it. Because at this point in the game, a very particular NPC who would become a running theme for the series, and even into the Star Force games, has spawned. It's a scientist guy at the end of this hallway. It's quiz time! It's quiz time! Time to see if you've been paying attention. Answer 10 of my questions and win a prize. Want to try? I don't like questions or quizzes. They stress me out, but you know what? Sure. Question 1. Whose Navi is called Gutsman? Well, that's pretty simple. That's Dex. Correct. Question 2. Who's the summer school teacher in Dentown? That would be Miss Yori. Miss Mari's art teacher, Miss Miyu, is the antique shop owner. Correct. Question 3. Who owns the Chip Town in AC/DC Town? Bigsby's funny. Migsby is what the hell? It's Igsby. Correct. Question 4. How many chairs are in the school's AV room? Well, every single schoolroom has 9 chairs, so it's that. They're all identical in that regard. Question 5. What musical instrument is in Male's room? Technically, it's a piano, but it's technically closer to like a keyboard than anything. Question 6. How old is Yai? Now, Lan and Crow, I've called them like 10, but in actuality, they're supposed to be like between 10 and 12, I believe. With the exception of Yai. She's younger because we talked to her at a certain point in the game. She revealed she skipped a few grades. She is 8 years old. Question 7. What chip do you use to escape from a battle? Gee, I wonder. Question 8. The antique shop is on what block of Dentown? Well, from memory at least, the metro line is on block 3, so it's not that. Block 4 would be to the bottom left, so it would be block 2 from memory. Question 9. What kind of toy is in Male's room? It's a stuffed animal of, I believe, a Servbot from Mega Man Legends. Question 10. What are Miss Mari's measurements? I told you this would come back into play. It's 33, 22, 33. Well, well, very good, young man. And here's your prize. And we get a Raton 3M. I think that's actually the thing you need for that trade. Why that guy wanted to know her measurements, I don't want to know, because this is a kid's game, and I don't want to think about the fact that there's a pervy older dude in it. Actually, wait, that's probably the same guy we talked to that was thinking Lan's mom's hot. Oh, God, no. We're even in the same place. Run away. He's creepy. All right, Dad, what do you got with this? Glad you're still okay. Was there something you need? We had heard rumors of the secret metro line. Dad, can you make this work again? Sure, we just need to reset the expiration date. Like I said, piece of cake. Wow, the expiration date is changed. Thanks, Dad. Well, that was delightfully easy to the point that it makes me wonder what's the point in having that step there at all. Oh, well. With that, let's head back to the Scilab lobby and start working our way back to AC/DC Town. Rare chips! Has anyone met that virus that looks like a bagworm? It's that one with the funny face. Word is that guy's carrying a pretty rare chip. You meet him a lot if you go deep in the net. In particular, he is talking about the Popper 2 and 3 varieties, particularly Popper 2, because Drop Down was noticeably hard, even by the developers, apparently. Hard to get, rather. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 21, we enter the final area of the game. See you guys then.